You've got to bend on the door. Forgive me, Delilah, I just couldn't take anymore.
Saturday has been claimed as the biggest Stoke game in 10 years, and if I'm honest, I would generally agree with that statement. A lot of people are putting this in the category, if we lose, we're going to go down. Quite an extreme view, but you can appreciate the sentiment of how big this game is, and I'm feeling very, very edgy about this one. Brighton got a decent result last week against West Ham. We, of course, lost to Bournemouth. Their tails will be up. This really is a big one. So the formation that I would play if in charge of Stoke City would be the same 4-3-3 that we've played so far under Lambert. It's shown its strengths, it's shown its weaknesses, and I'm hoping it's going to be the former come Saturday. In net, obviously it's going to be Jack Butland. Defence, it's going to be left back Eric Peters, who, just a little note on him, he has got a lot of stick this year, but I would say he's performing quite well since Lambert come in. Centre back pairing of Ryan Shawcross and Zuma. I was tempted to go with Indy, if I'm honest, because I'm worrying a little bit about Zuma on the ball at the moment. He seems a little bit complacent when he's got the ball. Some of his passing across the back line's a bit sloppy. But I would give him one more go with Shawcross at the back. But I would be tempted to consider Indy for future games coming up if that form continues from Zuma. Right back will be Bauer, who I think has been our best player since Lambert come in. He's looking a really, really good purchase. Midfield, I will go with Ndiaye and Cameron as the kind of defensive midfielders, or at least the players that will position themselves there when the formation resets. I thought he had a really good debut. He seemed quite quick. He's got a little bit of bite in him as well, which we saw with that yellow card, and then the reaction to that yellow card, which I think is something we need. So far, so good from Ndiaye. Cameron gives us energy. He can be a little bit casual on the ball sometimes, but energy is what we need with this new high pressing game that Lambert's insisting on playing. Further forward will be Joe Allen, just in that kind of hole behind the front three strikers. Left to right for the strikers. This one feels like a little bit of a gamble, but I feel the position we're in at the moment, that's something we have to take. And I would go with JESE on the left-hand side of the front three. I know he's not featured much at all since I think it was like Bournemouth at home last year. Choupo-Moting's been a little bit inconsistent recently. I thought he was our worst player against Bournemouth. And we need that little bit of quality that might create something, because I think chances against Brighton are going to be quite rare. They've got a reasonably good defensive record for somebody in the bottom half, and we need someone with that little bit of class and quality, and JESE certainly has that. Up front, I'm going to go with Jufi. It can't be Crouch. When we play Crouch in the start of this front three, we look static and predictable. It has to be Juve. It has to be someone with a bit of pace to try and stretch the back line. And on the right hand side, of course, will be Shaqiri. So just to recap, Butland in net, left to right at the back will be Peter, Shawcross, Zuma, Bauer. Midfield, Ndiaye and Cameron. Further forward, Allen, and a front three of JESE, Juve and Shaqiri. I'd be surprised if too many people go with JESE to start, but we need to roll the dice, like I said, and this is one game we've got to take a chance on. Who knows, his time at Stoke has been, well, I was going to say poor. It's not even been poor, it's just been non-existent due to external factors, but he could yet be our saviour if he turns things on for us. And I'm going to say the cliche, but we, more than ever, and I mean this time, we literally can't lose this game, or it really could start to be the beginning of the end for our Premiership tenure.